common question I get is whether a tax professional or financial institution can create their own written information security plan, or WISP, for their firm. The answer is a resounding yes. But the more important question is, should you? And that's where things can get a bit more complicated. I've developed and managed numerous information security programs from the ground up across various regulated industries, and there are many approaches to doing this effectively. So let's start with the fundamentals. Yes, you can definitely write your own WISP. There's no law requiring you to hire a third-party consultant or buy an off-the-shelf solution to create your information security plan. In fact, having a clear understanding of your organization's specific needs might actually empower you to handle it yourself. But there's a catch. Just because you can write your own plan doesn't always mean you should. Whether or not you should tackle this task yourself really depends on your knowledge, experience, and understanding of cybersecurity best practices. So what exactly is a WISP? A written information security program shouldn't be seen as just a single document. Think of it as a collection of policies, procedures, and guidelines that outline how your organization manages and protects its sensitive information. It should cover everything from data access controls and incident response plans to employee training and third-party vendor management. Essentially, your WISP defines how you protect your data, who is responsible for it, and what to do if something goes wrong. A WISP has to be tailored specifically to your organization. It needs to align with the types of data you handle, your regulatory requirements, your industry standards, and your overall risk profile. So if you don't have a solid understanding of these areas, you might struggle to create a WISP that's comprehensive, effective, and compliant with the FTC safeguards rule. Writing a WISP isn't just about listing best practices you've read online. It's about understanding how to apply those practices in a way that's relevant to your specific business. For example, if you handle healthcare data, you'll whisper news to comply with HIPAA regulations. If you work in finance, you're looking at different standards like FTC safeguards rule, PCI DSS, or GLBA. This is where experience really comes into play. If you're well versed in these frameworks and have a strong grasp of cybersecurity principles, writing your own WISP could be a good way to ensure that every aspect of your security approach is aligned with your business objectives. So what should you keep in mind if you're considering writing your own information security program? Here are a few key pieces of advice for you to think about. Your WISP needs to be a living, breathing document. Cyber threats evolve, and so should your security plan. You'll need to review and update it regularly, especially after security incidents or changes in your business operations. Before you even begin writing, conduct a thorough risk assessment. Identify the critical assets in your organization, evaluate where your vulnerabilities are, and figure out where your threats will most likely come from. This will guide your entire WISP process. Your WISP is going to affect everyone in your organization, not just the IT or cybersecurity team. Make sure you get input from other departments, HR, legal, operations, and most importantly, your senior leadership, to ensure it's aligned with company-wide goals. There are plenty of WISP templates and frameworks available online, and these can be great starting points. But remember, they're not a one-size-fits-all solution. You'll still need to tailor them to the specific needs of your business. The question you should ask yourself is whether or not you should hire a professional for this task. If you're not confident in your ability to cover all aspects of information security, the answer might be yes. Hiring an expert to either write or review your WISP can help ensure that it meets all regulatory requirements, industry standards, and that it's actually usable in the event of a security incident. But if you've got the experience and the resources internally, writing your own WISP can give you more control and ensure it's closely aligned with your business operations. Just remember, security isn't a set it and forget it process. Whether you write your own WISP or get professional help, keeping it up to date and relevant is crucial. At the end of the day, your WISP is the foundation of your organization's cybersecurity strategy. It defines how your company protects its data and responds to threats. Whether you write it yourself or bring in expert help, what matters most is that your plan is effective, comprehensive, and adaptable to the evolving threat landscape. I hope this has given you some food for thought on whether or not you should tackle writing your own written information security plan. Get in touch at info@icomply.online if you have any questions or need some guidance.